ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Karen. What's the matter, Mike? You look so tired and you're yawning.
I slept so badly last night.
Why is that?
You know why? Because I had a mosquito in my bedroom that I couldn't catch all night long.
Oh, that is horrible. Oh my goodness. Did you get a lot of mosquito bites too?
No, actually I didn't, because I spent the whole night just doing this every time it came near. And I turned the light on and I'd look everywhere in the room and nothing. And I got 2 cats and they did nothing to help me. They're sleeping the whole night long. I'm searching every corner in the room. I got lights going. Every time I thought it was gone, it comes back in my ear.
Well,
just the worst.
That is actually very horrible. But can you imagine even if you had cockroaches in your room? That would be horrible. I hate cockroaches and I'm so scared of them.
Yeah, there's that kind of time in the summer where you're afraid to go and get water at night because you turn on the light in the kitchen and you see them kind of running away. I hate that. And actually, my apartment's pretty good. We don't actually have a lot of bugs. I feel quite lucky.
Really?
Yeah. So it's pretty good. But occasionally they come around, and that one mosquito all night long can really, really bother you like it did with me. Well, today we're going to be starting our dialogue, The Bugs Around Us. I hope there aren't that many, because I had just one around me last night and it caused all sorts of trouble.
I think they're okay in the nature, but just not in our homes.
Or in a zoo, or on Discovery Channel.
That's
Fantastic. Just not in my ear at 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank you very much. Anyway, so let's check out part A. Deborah and Beckett and the wonderfully named Mrs. B are going to be talking about bugs.
All right.
Is Mrs. B a bug?
I have no idea.
We'll find out. Deborah and Beckett are learning about bugs in school.
Okay, everyone, who can name an insect for me?
I know. Spiders are insects, and they are my favorite.
No, they aren't. Spiders are bugs, not insects like beetles, ladybugs, and cockroaches.
All right, so yeah, The Bugs Around Us. That's the name of the article and actually the dialogue for today and for the next few days. So let's check out part A. We begin there with a sentence that kind of sets up the action, tells us what's going on as we begin. It says, Deborah and Beckett are learning about bugs in school. So these are students, Deborah and Beckett. And notice there we use the word bugs. Bugs is kind of a casual way of saying insect, all right? A scientist would call them insects, but you or I, we might call them bugs.
And in our dialogue today, we have Deborah, Beckett, and Mrs. B.
Mrs. B, that's right, who I guess is the teacher of the class.
That's right. So I'll be Mrs. B.
Okay.
And you can be Beckett.
All right.
And also be the student, Deborah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so Mrs. B starts by saying, okay, everyone, who can name an insect for me? Ooh.
That's a good question for the students in the class. So this is probably a science class or something like that. And Beckett, he's the first one. He probably throws his hand up in the air, ooh, 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 and he says, I know. So he's like, I have an answer. He thinks he has the right answer of a type of bug or a type of insect. He says, spiders are insects and they are my favorite. Oh, okay, so Beckett has given his answer, spiders. I'm not quite sure about that answer.
Exactly.
But he does also say that he's a big fan. They are my favorite. That is the one, that is what he says, or what he thinks and feels about spiders, his favorite insect. Well, at least that's an insect that he has named. Now here, when we use this verb name, we're basically giving a name to something, or basically saying the name of something, you know? So basically if I said something like, what's your favorite movie? You might say the name or say the title of a movie. If I wanted to ask that question in a different way, I could just say, name your favorite movie, right? Give me the name, give me the title of your favorite movie, of your favorite basketball player, of your favorite restaurant, of your favorite country to take a holiday in. So I'm looking for the name of something, the title of something. That's basically information I'm trying to get from you.
And our next vocabulary is insect.
Right.
Now, Beckett mentioned, spiders are my favorite insect, but actually the definition of insect is basically a bug with 6 legs.
Right.
So that means spiders are not insects, right?
No, they are not. They are arachnids. Yeah, insects have 6 legs and 3 body parts, a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. Spiders have 8 legs and 2 body parts, just a head and an abdomen. So I'm sorry, Beckett, you don't get the points in our game show. Well, it's not a game show, but that would actually be a wrong answer if this was a test.
That's true, but it's good job for trying, though.
Yeah, and it's also maybe because he really likes spiders. So he's just like, I like spiders. They're his favorite. If something is your favorite, or if you say, this is my favorite, you're basically saying, this is my number one. This is the one I like the most out of all the choices. You might like some of the other ones, but this is the one you would put right at the top of that list. Number one, the one you think is the absolute best, none better. It's your favorite.
That's right. And then Deborah, the other student in the class, says,
Yes.
no, they aren't. Spiders are bugs, not insects like beetles, ladybugs, and cockroaches.
All insects, exactly.
Exactly. They need to have 6 legs. And beetle is our next vocabulary word. It's also a noun. A beetle is a kind of insect, usually with a hard shell. And I remember you told me a little bit earlier before we started shooting this, you said that there are actually 350,000 different types of beetles in the world.
There's a lot of different beetles out there, from cute
That's
little ladybugs,
crazy.
you know, those little red ones with the black spots. Oh, they're so cute.
And also
To
stag beetles.
stag beetles,
They're
those big
cool.
ones that sometimes people collect, right? They keep them as pets and
Yes.
have them fight against each other. And then there's other types of beetles that nobody wants to collect, unless you're a scientist, maybe. Cockroaches, right? That's a type of beetle you guys might be familiar with, but not in a good way. These are the types of beetles that we might want to get out of our house. A cockroach, of course, is something that we see. It's brown, it moves very fast. In Taiwan, some of them fly, which I didn't know before I first came here.
You didn't?
No, I didn't know they could fly. We had them in Canada, but they're like this big.
That's right.
It's a different type of cockroach, right? I think that's the German cockroach or something like that. Anyways, but it is actually a type of beetle, and it is definitely a type of insect, along with ants, spiders, bees, or sorry, not spiders, ants, mosquitoes, bees, things like that. All of those also are insects. And we're going to find out much more about insects, but hopefully not much more about cockroaches.
I don't really like cockroaches either. I'm
After the
scared
break.
of them.
Yeah, keep them away from me, thanks.
Okay, we'll see you after the break.
Yeah.
They are too. Isn't that right, Mrs. B?
I'm sorry, Beckett, but you're wrong and Deborah is right.
No way. How come spiders are not insects?
All insects have 6 legs. However, spiders have 8 legs, and centipedes can have hundreds of them.
Oh, I didn't know that. We learn something new every day.
Okay, so here we are back with our dialogue, and we're back in the classroom with Beckett and Deborah and their teacher, Mrs. B. Now remember, Mrs. B just asked the students to name an insect, and Beckett gave up spiders as
That's
his
right.
answer. He said they're also his favorite, but his classmate Deborah corrected him and said, no, spiders aren't actually insects. That's where we got to at the break. So back in the dialogue, Beckett, he's not happy with Deborah correcting him. He thinks he's right. Spiders are insects, and they're his favorite. So that's why he's going to say, they are too. You might say this when someone disagrees with you and says that something isn't correct or something isn't true, and you're saying, it is true, or they are true, in the case of talking about spiders, basically saying, yes, they are. No, they're not. Yeah, they are not, are too. So he's basically arguing back with Deborah, and then he wants Mrs. B, the teacher, to support him, to say that, no, you're right, Beckett, spiders are insects. The problem is that Beckett is not right. Spiders are not insects. So when he says, isn't that right, Mrs. B? Aren't I correct? Isn't my answer the right answer?
I'm sorry, Beckett, but you're wrong and Deborah is right.
Yes.
So I'm sorry for trying. I mean, you're really, really good for answering the question, but unfortunately, you're wrong and Deborah is right.
That's right. Spiders are cool, but they're not insects.
Exactly.
So when someone is right, your information is correct. If it's a test and you put that down, you will get the points. You will score very well because your information is correct or it's right.
And when something is wrong, that's the opposite of right, which means it's incorrect. So you could say that your answer is wrong, right?
Exactly. That's right. And Beckett is not happy to have Mrs. B agree with Deborah and tell him that no, spiders are not insects. And when you hear something that you're surprised and kind of unhappy about, you don't really like what someone's telling you, you might say, no way! Like, I don't want that to be true. I don't want to believe you, but maybe it is true, but at first you're not happy. So no way, he says, you're wrong. But he knows he is wrong, and he kind of wants to know where he went wrong and where his information is not right. He says, how come spiders are not insects? You know, they're little, they have all those legs, they kind of look like cockroaches and other things like that. So why are spiders not insects, but, you know, cockroaches and ants and other things are?
And then Deborah gives him an answer. Deborah says all insects have 6 legs. However, spiders have 8 legs and centipedes can have hundreds of them. So like you said, when you said no way, it just means that no, it's not true. I don't want that to be the answer, right?
I'm unhappy with what you're saying.
That's
exactly.
right. And leg is our next vocabulary word. Like we all know, human, we have 2 legs, right? And dogs have 4 legs.
Yes. I had to think
Or
about
you're
that
thinking about
really carefully. I know a couple of dogs with 3 legs.
Okay, you're
But
right.
That was because of an accident.
That's true. So most of dogs have 4 legs.
4 legs, exactly right. And centipedes, as it says there, have hundreds of legs, which actually we're not quite sure that's true, but the name of the insect, centipede, it actually means 100 feet or 100 legs. We also have millipedes, which should have thousands of feet. Centipedes are ugly and you don't like to see them, and if they bite you it can hurt. So in your mind you're like, it has hundreds of legs and it's coming at me and it's gonna go, it's gonna do that. They do actually hurt, so don't get near centipedes.
Are they poisonous?
It won't make you sick, but it hurts a lot.
Oh, no.
So you definitely want to avoid centipedes. So as I'm running away from it, looking at it, yeah, it has hundreds of legs.
You
probably
stop
thousands.
and count.
And it's like this big, and it's gonna kill me. And none of that's true, but it might feel that way. All right, so as we get back to the classroom in our dialogue, we can see that for Beckett, wow, this is all new information. He's getting all sorts of new facts and finding out the things that he thought were true were not true. So all of this is very surprising, and that's why Beckett says, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know about centipedes, and spiders aren't insects, and beetles and cockroaches are because they have 6 legs. This is all new information. I didn't know that, he says. We learn something new every day. Now, he's not really talking about them in the class. This is just an expression, you might say, when, someone tells you something surprising, or someone tells you something that is very different from what you believed before. Really? Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. This is new information, and I'm kind of happy and interested that you told me.
So that's actually very true too, and that's a really good attitude,
it is.
Right? When you're learning about something that you didn't know before.
Yeah,
so good job, Beckett.
Yeah, well done. All right, well, that's it for today, but don't worry, we'll have more bugs and centipedes and creepy crawlies and all sorts of nasty things that we kill. Tomorrow. We'll have more insects tomorrow. So
I'll see you next
come back
time.
for that. Deborah and Beckett are learning about bugs in school.
Okay, everyone, who can name an insect for me?
I know. Spiders are insects, and they are my favorite.
No, they aren't. Spiders are bugs, not insects like beetles, ladybugs, and cockroaches.
They are too. Isn't that right, Mrs. B?
I'm sorry, Beckett, but you're wrong and Deborah is right.
No way. How come spiders are not insects?
All insects have 6 legs. However, spiders have 8 legs, and centipedes can have hundreds of them.
Oh, I didn't know that. We learn something new every day.
大家好，我是 Stephanie。今天我们一起看4个单字。第一个呢是 name 动词，说出点点点的名称。Can you name all the colors of the rainbow？ 你可以说出彩虹的所有颜色吗？除了这个用法呢 ，name 也可以是为点点点命名的意思哦。像是 We named our puppy Lulu， 我们给小狗取名为 Lulu。第二个单字呢是 insect 名词，昆虫。Most birds eat seeds and insects. 大部分的鸟类以种子和昆虫为食。第三个单字 favorite 名词，最喜爱的人事物，像是 Allison likes all kinds of desserts, but ice cream's her favorite. Allison 喜欢各种甜点，但冰淇淋是她的最爱。最后一个单字呢是形容词 wrong 错误的。Shouting is the wrong way to communicate. 大喊大叫是错误的沟通方式。好，那我们今天的文法重点呢，第一个是 no way 不可能，这个说法是口语的用法，它可以依照情境呢表示不要或者是不会吧等等的意思。像是如果我们跟长辈聊天，聊到年龄，不管对方回你几岁，我们都要准备好我们吃惊的样貌。No way, you don't look your age at all。不会吧，你看起来很年轻耶。好，那第二个重点呢是 how come 加主词再加动词，为什么？怎么会？像是 how come you didn't watch the Olympic Games？ 你怎么会没看奥运比赛？从这个句子里面呢，我们就看到 how come 后面加的是主词加动词的直述句。最后一个文法重点呢是 hundreds of 加名词，许多的，数以百计的。比如说The typhoon knocked down hundreds of trees. 台风吹倒了许多棵树。那 hundreds of 是数量形容词片语，可以用来修饰可数名词。以上就是今天的讲解，拜拜。
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen.
And I'm Jamie.
We're going to play a game called Guess the Bear, where each of us has 3 words or phrases on these cards. With these words or phrases, there's 2 sentences each. I'm going to read them, but instead of saying that word, I'm going to say bear. You're going to have to guess all 3 of these in 1 minute. Okay, are you ready?
Sounds good.
All right, let's get started. All right, first one is 1 word, it's a noun. I like mango ice cream, but it isn't my bear. Number 2, what are your bear flavors of ice cream?
Favorite.
Good. Okay, this is 2 words as a phrase. 1, bear, bear, the sky is blue. Second one, bear, bear, you were late to the party.
Why were, or why are, why is,
Say it again.
Bear, bear, the sky is blue. Bear, bear, you were late to the party.
How come?
Yes! Okay, and this is one word, it's a noun. Cockroaches are common bears in Taiwan. Number 2, bats control bear populations by eating them.
Pest? Insect?
Good!
Yay. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Okay.
We have 1 minute on the clock. Let's go. Okay. Phrase, 2 words. He wanted to throw away my teddy bear, so I told him, bear, bear. And there is bear, bear, you will make it in time.
Next.
Okay, 1 word, adjective. He was late because he put the bear time in his calendar. And I'm so sorry, I dialed the bear number.
Wrong.
Yes, very good. Okay, 1 word, verb. They bared the dog Fido. And have they decided what they will bear the baby?
Adopt.
No.
Raise.
No.
Have.
Verb, they bared the dog Fido.
Raised.
Have they decided what they will bear the baby?
Named.
Yes, very
Okay,
good.
okay.
And then, okay, back to the other one.
Okay.
Phrase, 2 words. He wanted to throw away my teddy bear, so I told him, bear, bear. And there is bear, bear, you will make it in time.
No way.
Yes, very good.
Really?
Yay!
Oh! How much time did I have? I can't see it.
It was, yeah, I don't know, I didn't see it in time.
Okay,
but
well,
that's
I made
okay.
it.
Yay! It was very good. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you would get the last one. No way. It was very good.
See you next time.